A grim new record in the coronavirus pandemic. The United States reporting a new high of more than 86,000 cases in a single day. So what do Americans need to know? Let's ask pulmonologist at NYU Langone, Dr. Kanta Ahmed. Good morning, Dr. Ahmed.
Good morning, Ainsley.
Good morning. Why are we seeing this increase? Is it because the weather's getting colder?
I mean, the virus is on the move. Remember, it's highly contagious. It's mostly contagious before we have symptoms. And people are moving, even though there's much less air travel. People are going to see each other. They're having social gatherings. And this is how this thing spreads. It's also very much that the climate is changing. And we are worried about the fact that people will be more and more indoors as the cold comes.
What about the vaccine? This is what Dr. Fauci said about it, and then we'll talk about it on the other side. Listen to this.
We will know whether a vaccine is safe and effective by the end of November, the beginning of December. The question is, once you have a safe and effective vaccine or more than one, how can you get it to the people who need it as quickly as possible?
How long are we talking after we do know it's safe and effective before it's distributed?
I think that actually the news on the vaccine front is very positive. It's almost certain that we're going to be vaccinating special populations before the end of 2020. That would be the military, enforcement, frontline workers. There have already been intensive plans made by Operation Warp Speed to get this vaccine across the country. Some of the formulations need to be stored at minus 94 Fahrenheit, freezing temperatures, for which huge production lines of specialized freezers in Kentucky and the Netherlands have already been on order. So there's already a military logistics operation to get it to people. I think one thing I do want to say immediately, Ainsley, is because we do have cold winters in the United States, I would appeal that the government looks into purifying indoor air. We have amazing technology with UV light, which can be put in a ceiling panel. Since 1978, we've known that that sterilizes the air. People can have them in their homes, hospitals, universities, offices, and they kill 99.9% virus, including against the COVID-19 virus. So this is what we're going to need as we start to roll out the vaccine, which is definitely coming. News today from Oxford about the AstraZeneca vaccine, with which the US is actually studying, and we have subjects in that study, is that it's actually inducing immunity in the older adult, and that immunity is robust. So that's extremely positive. True safety isn't really going to be known when we have tens of millions of people vaccinated and walking around, and that's going to take time all over the world. But I do think we're going to have that. And frontline workers like police, like physicians, nurses, military are going to have to be followed after the vaccine to see not just how effective it is, but if there are any effects that are undesirable.
That's true.
But indoor air is something we can work on now. There are incredible American companies that make UVC devices. Fortune 500 companies are installing them and working with them. The NHL, Starbucks, other companies are looking into this. We want to make that available for the public and for schools and universities and hospitals, even before the vaccine comes.
It's incredible what we know now. I wanted to ask you really quickly about the holidays. People need to book flights. Is it safe to go see your family Thanksgiving and Christmas?
So, you know, this is something that my patients and I are struggling with. Even us as physicians are extremely tired. I haven't seen my family for almost a year now in England, and I don't know when. So air travel is actually relatively safe because the air exchanges are so frequent in an aeroplane, and they have HEPA filters. And if we wear a mask and passengers are spaced out, that's quite a safe way to travel. It's the airport hub, and it's then actually going from places in the country where there's more pandemic to places where there are less. 170 counties are reporting outbreaks, but we are a nation of almost 3,600 counties. So that's a decision. If you can, it's something important. Try and get tested before you see your family, and that could help you safeguard the gathering.
Thank you so much. Great to see you, Dr. Ahmed.